Okay, students, now today we are on the third lecture of the aldehyde and ketone. In the first lecture, we have studied about the introduction, naming, and some preparation method. And after that, we have started with this some preparation method, and still we are going in the preparation method only. This aldehyde ketone is a very scoring chapter and lengthy chapter, so keep your patience and be with me and try to write the notes. After this, where it will be very confusing which question is from which reaction. Okay, that's why I am telling you this chapter is very lengthy. It is patience checking how much you will be able to read more and more, and you should not get confused at the last. That is possible only if you revise thoroughly after every class and maintain a proper notes. Okay, so as I told you, preparation methods I have divided into three parts: preparation for both aldehyde and ketone, preparation method of aldehyde only, preparation method of ketone only. Okay, we are still in the first part of it only. So as of now, we have completed almost six preparation method. Now we are coming to the seventh preparation method. Okay, so if you compare to the previous chapter, then it will be easy for you to remember. Okay, so like hydroboration, there also you have studied. Okay, so the organic main problem is that it is linked. It is linked with every chapter. If one chapter, if are not proper, then it is going to affect in future chapters. Okay, so every chapter you have to revise before you start with the new chapter. Okay, and sometimes you also assume you are going to study in depth in the next chapter. Okay, so that is the main problem with the organic. So but let us not go into that way. We will make it as simple as form. Okay, so in the from alkynes, hydroboration, but there was hydroboration is there. After that there is a change. Okay, what is that change? I think you should identify. If not identified, then I will tell you how to identify. Okay, so in hydroboration, we are taking the alkyne. Okay, so as a first example, I am taking the terminal alkyne. There are two types of alkynes: terminal alkyne and non-terminal alkyne. Okay, if you clearly understand this mechanism, then it is going to be easy to understand non-terminal. Even you need not to study also. Okay, so it is a terminal. The already it is there in the alcohols also. Hydroboration will give you a product of alcohol. Okay, but here we wanted to prepare aldehyde or ketone. Okay, so how it is possible, then I will tell you here. Okay, diborane. Actually, diborane is B2H6. It can be written as BH3 twice, but I want only 1 mole of BH3. That's why half B2H6. Otherwise, simply BH3 also you can write. That is not an issue. Okay. So when it is reacted, this boron will combine with this carbon. Okay, and 3 hydrogen. How many moles we have to take? 3 moles of terminal alkyne we have to take. 3 moles of terminal alkyne adds. This is addition reaction. Here you see triple bond is there. After the reaction, it is double bond. After the reaction, what it is? It is a double bond. Okay, so in double bond with rice and boron. Okay, so boron is attached on this one. There will be 3 bonds like this. Okay, I'm drawing it here. 3 bonds. One CH here, another CH here, third CH here. Again, this is further 3 moles are there. So it will be CH and R. It will be double bond CH and R. Double bond CH and R. Okay. So this is the complete detailed structure of this. Okay. So this way, but it is all the three are same. That's why I have written it as a thrice. Now there we use the water, but here we have to use the peroxide, hydrogen peroxide. That is only difference. Okay, up to here it is common method. After this, if you use water, then you are going to get alcohol, but if you use the hydrogen peroxide, you are going to get aldehyde. Okay, so here there H and OH. Okay, OH will go that side and H will come this side, but here both side are OH. So this 3 moles, this also you have to take 3 moles. 3 moles of terminal alkyne, 3 moles of hydrogen peroxide. If you take 1 mole or 1 mole of BH3 or half mole of diborane. Okay, So 3 OH and 1 boron. It will be eliminated as a B2, B3, BOH thrice, H3BO3, boric acid. Okay. These 3 OH will attach here and it will form 3 moles of this. Okay. Now there is a shifting double bond. If double bond carbon contains OH, there is a 1,3 migration. I think you already read it in the isomerism. If not read, it is called as a keto-enol tautomerism. Okay. So it is now enol. It will be converted to keto form. Okay. So this migration of pi bond from here to here, migration of proton from here to here. So RCH will be converted to RCH2, and this double bond will be converted to single bond. CH single bond will be converted to double bond. Okay. So if we use this terminal alkyne, if we use the terminal alkyne hydroboration, then in the next step reaction with hydrogen peroxide will give you aldehyde. Okay. What it will give you? Aldehyde. Okay. So like this, suppose if I write hydrogen here, hydrogen, this is as good as a formula. That means acetaldehyde you are going to prepare. Okay. So the minimum aldehyde which we can prepare is acetaldehyde, because triple bond is there, 2 carbons are there. So 2 carbon atoms means aldehyde with 2 carbon atoms, that is acetaldehyde is the smallest aldehyde which we can prepare by this method. Okay. Now you think about non-terminal. You think about the non-terminal. Let us take R double dash. Okay. So let us take R dash. Okay. Let us take R dash. Okay. Let us take R dash. So what it is going to be? It is going to be a, or it is going to be, it is going to be a ketone. Okay. Simple 2 sentences. Okay. Simple 2 sentences. Non-terminal alkyne will give you ketone. Terminal alkyne on hydroboration will give you aldehyde. Okay. Terminal alkyne will give you aldehyde and non-terminal will give you ketone. Okay. As a snapshot of this reaction, what you should remember, 2 sentences you have to remember. Okay. So in the examination, what they will give you, 1 degree, terminal. Okay. Terminal alkyne on arrow. First they will write as a BH3. Okay. Second, what they will write, H2O2. Like this question will be there. Some A, B identify and further reaction. Okay. So what you are going to get? Aldehyde. What you are going to get? Aldehyde. Second one is, if you take the non-terminal. If you take non-terminal alkyne. Non-terminal alkyne. In first stage, what you have to treat? You have to treat with BS3. Second stage, you have to treat with H2O2. Then you are going to get ketone. Okay. And in the aldehyde, the first aldehyde we get is acetaldehyde. In the ketone side, first we are going to get is acetone, or it is a propanone. 3 carbon ketone and 2 carbon aldehyde is the minimum number of carbon atoms in the corresponding non-terminal alkynes. Okay. 7th method is, I think it is clear. To prepare from alkyne, we have to do hydroboration followed by reaction with H2O2. Okay. Okay, we are into the next preparation method. That next preparation method is by hydrolysis. Okay, so hydrolysis, again they are divided into 3 parts. Okay, in the previous method, from the alkynes, how many parts? 2 parts are there. Here by the hydrolysis, again there will be 3 parts. Okay, even though we write as a oxime and acetal 2 here, but oximes are further divided into 2 types: aldoxime and ketoxime. Okay. So oxime means the functional group double bond NOH. Okay, double bond NOH is a functional group which is called as a oxime. And on the double bond carbon, if hydrogen is there, then it is called aldoxime. On double bond carbon, if alkyl group is there, then it is called as a ketoxime. Okay, because of this, it is oxime, and because of this, it is aldoxime. Because of this, it is ketoxime. Okay, oxime is a functional group which contains double bond NOH. Okay, and on the double bond carbon, two alkyl groups ketone, one alkyl group aldehyde. Okay, so simple memory technique I will tell you. Let us not go into deep of the mechanism, because that much in-depth questions are not expected even in the advance also. Okay, so what we are going to do, hydrolysis. What we are going to do, hydrolysis. So as a memory technique, what you will do, you will write it as a H2O. What you will write? H2O. Okay. So oxygen this side and hydrogen this side. Okay. Then immediately what it is going to give? So it is going to give product on hydrolysis. This H2O I have written like this. So what you are going to get, RCHO. Okay. And another minus is NH3OH. Okay, what it is going to give, sorry, NH2OH, hydroxylamine, what it is called as hydroxylamine. Okay, so same technique if we use here, H2 and O, just like cut this. Okay, plus H2O on hydrolysis, what you are going to get, R C double bond O, R dash plus and what else you are going to get, same minus R minus NH2OH you can write, R plus NH2OH you can write. Okay, so here we are getting as a ketone. Here what we are getting, we are getting as a ketone, and here what we are getting, we are getting as a aldehyde. Okay, so aldoxime on hydrolysis gives aldehyde, ketoxime on hydrolysis gives ketone. Very simple. Okay, next is acetal. Next is what, acetal. Here also you write same one technique used in different parts. Okay, hydrolysis H2O, H2 this side and this side. So just you can guess out the product, CH3 CHO. What is the main product we are preparing? CH3 CHO. So C2H5O, and how many 2 moles are there? So 2 moles of C2H5OH. Okay, on acetals you will get a mixture. On acetal hydrolysis you will get a mixture of aldehyde and alcohols. Okay, eighth preparation method, I think everybody understood. Very simple method, don't worry much about this. Okay. Okay, students, next we are into the next part, that is ninth method by the hydrolysis of gem dihalides. Okay, so this again I told you, with every different chapter it is linked with. This is linked with the haloalkanes chapter. Okay, so gem means both should be on the same carbon, and dihalides, two halogens. Okay, so as a general formula I will write like this. So both chlorine, both halogens, as a general I will write as a X. So both halogens on the same carbon. That's why they are called as geminal dihalide. What they are called as? Gem dihalide. And hydrolysis, as a hydrolysis, it is the best way to write as a H and OH. Okay. Sometimes water, if you write it water in two different form, sometimes you should have to write H2O like this. Sometimes you have to write HOH like this. If you know where to write like this, where to write like this, 90% of organic questions are very easy. Okay. If you are perfect in hydrolysis, even inorganic also very easy. Hydrolysis is the most utilized topic, most utilized reaction. Okay. So here, simple positive, negative. One will be HX, another will be HX. Like this product, what is the product and how many moles of product? I think as a smart person, you are all aware. Okay, H and both OH will be covered here, and 2 moles of HX will be attached. What will be attached? 2 moles of HX. But it is very unstable. It is very embarrassing for carbon to deal with the two OH at a time. Okay, it is very difficult for a carbon to be with one oxygen, and it is very difficult for the carbon to be with two oxygen, that do with the two single bonds. Okay, one double bond, one single bond is still okay, but two single bond with two oxygen carbon makes it unstable due to repulsion. Okay, lone pair repulsion. Then immediately like this water will be there. Okay, so it is a good nature of water. It understands the difficulty of this carbon. Okay, So then if water is removed, this bond will shift like this. Okay. So now what it is going to form? C double bond O. Okay. So we use the two water molecule, and but we got that one water molecule back. Okay. So simply what we can write, CX2. Okay. CX2 geminal dihalide plus 1H2O plus 1H2O. What we can write simply, two hydrogens and two oxygens. Okay. Minus 2HX. And it is going to be what it is, ketone or aldehyde? Now we cannot say. Okay. So if somebody puts hydrogen here, it will become as a aldehyde. If somebody puts both side as a alkyl group, then it will become as a ketone. It is still now a carbonyl compound. What it is? A carbonyl compound. Okay. So this is how we will prepare the aldehyde and ketone. Okay. This is a general formula. So whenever you find Cl2 or somewhere, if it is terminal, aldehyde. If it is a non-terminal, then it is going to be a, what it is going to be, a ketone. Okay. So if both side alkyl group is there, ketone. If one side hydrogen, another side alkyl group is there, aldehyde. It's very simple method and memory technique also, how to write and how to identify product also I told you. Okay. So organic is a very easy, basically organic is very easy topic if you study it in that direction. Okay. If you should take it in a sporty way. Okay, now we are in the naming reaction method. Okay, so now we are in the naming reaction method. This is most important because of its name. Okay, so it is very easy for examiner to form a question if it is a naming reaction. Okay, so here you, three things you have to remember when the naming reaction comes. For the examination point of view, how many things you have to remember? Three things you have to remember. First thing, what is the reactant? Second thing, what is the reagent? Third thing, what is the product? Okay, at least these three things. Stephen reduction. Cyanide is a reactant, reagent is SnCl2 oblique HCl, product is aldehyde or ketone. Okay, so here mostly you will get aldehyde only. Okay, so here RC triple bond N, it is cyanide. Okay, so on partial reduction, where from I got this one? Actually, SnCl2 react with HCl to itself converted to SnCl4, and two hydrogens will be, it is utilized in the form of the nascent hydrogen form. So this nascent hydrogen, one hydrogen will come here, another hydrogen will go here. Okay, so the triple bond nitrogen will be converted to double bond NH. Okay, now just now I told you there is a trick to write the water here. How you should write H2O, simple like this. Okay, so RCHO, and what will be minus? It will be minus NH3. NH is there and minus NH3. Okay, so this way you will prepare aldehyde. Okay, Stephen reduction is preparation of aldehyde by reaction of cyanide with SnCl2 followed by hydrolysis. What is Stephen reduction? Stephen method, is it understood? Okay. Okay, so in the previous reaction, I forgot to mention. Now we are in the preparation method of aldehydes only. Okay, we have done 9 to 10 preparation methods of both. Now we are going to discuss about the preparation methods of aldehydes only. Okay, so here aldehyde only will be forming. There is no other chance. Already triple bond is there. So aldehyde. Stephen reduction is used for preparation of aldehyde. Okay. Now we are into the second part, Rosenman reduction. What is the next one? Rosenman reduction. Okay. So Rosenman reduction, the reagent is PD oblique BaSO4. Reduction by using the molecular hydrogen. Okay. So BaSO4 is only most important. What is the importance of this? It is a catalytic poison. It decreases the efficiency of palladium. Okay, so if this is not there, it will further reduce to alcohol. So it will give you what? Primary alcohol. So if you want to stop the reaction after aldehyde, then BaSO4 is necessary. Okay, if BaSO4 is not there, what is the product here? RCH2OH. If BaSO4 is there, then it is called as a Rosenman reduction. Rosenman reduction is preparation of aldehyde. Preparation of aldehyde by the reduction of acid halide. What it is called as acid halide. Basically, they used to be acids. Okay. One day what happened? This OH is replaced with halogen. Now they are called as acid halide. Okay. From which they are manufactured, they still keep it with their name. Okay. So acid halide on reduction with PD oblique BaSO4 will give you aldehyde. This is called Rosenman reduction. Purpose of BaSO4 is more important. What is important? Purpose of BaSO4. It is a catalytic poison. If in the examination BaSO4 is not mentioned, then you will change the product as alcohol, okay, rather than aldehyde. And the disadvantage of this reaction is we cannot prepare formaldehyde by this method because HCOCl HCOCl is very unstable. If you want here formaldehyde, okay, so we have to take hydrogen here. So, but HCOCl is highly unstable. So, if it does not exist, we cannot prepare formaldehyde. Okay, so in the aldehyde preparation method, we have studied two very important reactions. They are important just because of naming reactions, Stephen reduction and Rosenman reduction. In Rosenman reduction, two things are there. Additionally, you have to remember what are those two things additionally. First thing is purpose of BaSO4. Second thing is what is the disadvantage of that preparation method. Okay. Okay. The third method of preparation of aldehyde only. Okay. Third method of preparation of aldehyde only is oxo process. Okay. So the advantage of this method is whatever we are going to get product is one carbon more than the required alkene. Okay. So here this is the alkene. Up to there it is intact. Okay. From there, there is one more carbon added. Okay. So oxo process involves reduction by use of CO and H2. Remember this. In after some more classes again I will ask. Okay. Like hydroboration, there is a difference. After BH3, H2O and H2O2. Again, we are going to discuss this pair of reagent somewhere. Then there should not be any confusion with that. Okay. So that time you should be able to answer them. Okay. So here one hydrogen will be here, another hydrogen will go here, and this will be attached over here. Okay. How to remember? The memory technique is R, one hydrogen will go here. So RCH2. This double bond will be made it as a single bond. Okay. CH2 will be attached with CO and H. One more H is there, CHO. Okay. So like that, if you take suppose acetaldehyde, okay, so suppose this is not there, this is ethene, then you are going to get propanaldehyde. Okay. If it is there, methyl group is there, propene is there, then butanol. Okay. So note what you have to make a note. Aldehyde will contain, okay, aldehyde carbon atoms. Aldehyde carbon atoms is equal to alkene plus 1. Okay, number of carbon atom in alkene plus 1. If alkene contains 3 carbon atom, aldehyde will contain 4 carbon atoms. Okay, propene, if you use butanol, you are going to get that extra carbon will be from the carbon monoxide. Okay, three preparation method, I think now you remembered. Okay, and out of them, all the three are important because of the different reasons. Stephen reduction is used for cyanide plus SnCl2 oblique HCl, then followed by hydrolysis. Second one is Rosenman reduction, acid chloride plus H2 PD oblique BaSO4, and third one is oxo process. Okay. Okay, now we are into the next for ketone only. Okay, first method of preparation of ketone from cyanide only. Okay, so you may feel that already we have studied cyanide, but with cyanide, what we are going to use? Okay, so with cyanide, if we use SnCl2 oblique HCl, Stephen reduction, there you are going to get aldehyde. Okay, But with the same cyanide, if you wanted to prepare ketone, we have to use Grignard reagent. Okay, Grignard reagent is most important for entire organic. Okay, it is a famous reaction and found in all chapters. Okay, so for simple easy thing is R magnesium will be positive, R will be negative. Okay, because magnesium is a metal, metal will be positive, alkyl group has to be negative. Okay, then this pi bond will break up and it will form like this. This will be negative, this will be positive. Okay, so the negative will go to positive, positive will go to negative. This magnesium will go to nitrogen and this R dash will go to carbon. Okay, how it happens, is it understood? First you have to everywhere, in almost everywhere, Grignard reagent you should write like this, R minus MgX plus. And wherever pi bond is there, that pi bond electron will go to the most electronegative and the less electronegative will get positive charge. Okay, so let us see what is the product. Rc, this plus and minus, it will be R dash. Okay, and it was the triple bond, now it will be double bond N, and it is going to be NMgX. Okay, now what we have to do, Grignard reagent is always followed by hydrolysis. What it is followed by? Hydrolysis. Okay, so in hydrolysis I told you it is a technique. What it is? It is a technique. Okay, so you can write it as a OH2 like this. So what it is going to form? It is going to form ketone. Just I told you in the starting only, this is the preparation method of ketone only. We cannot prepare aldehyde because one alkyl group will come from the Grignard reagent. One alkyl group will always be there in the cyanide. Okay, so that in that way we can prepare a ketone. Okay, for preparing a ketone from the cyanide, what we have to use? Grignard reagent. From the same cyanide, if we want to prepare aldehyde, we have to use Stephen reduction. Okay, so depending on our requirement, suppose during conversions, okay, if you want 5 carbon atoms here and the second carbon atom is ketone, then accordingly this you have to select as a methyl and remaining carbon atoms you will select it as a alkyl group. Is it understood? Okay, next preparation method of the ketone only is by dialkyl cadmium and acid chloride. Okay, so dialkyl, two alkyl group are available on the cadmium. Okay, so dialkyl cadmium and R dash COCl. Okay, it is just a interchange reaction. This chlorine will go along with this, then it will form RCdCl. RCdCl. This R dash will go and attach on this carbon. Okay, RCO R dash. Very simple reaction. Okay, from ketone only. The second method is by the dialkyl. First method is by preparing the cyanide, that is alkyl cyanide with the Grignard reagent. Okay. Okay, next method is open your oxidation. Okay, open your oxidation. How to identify? Whenever you see this group, okay, tertiary butyl, tertiary butoxy aluminium. Okay, on aluminium, it is attached with 3 oxygen and 3 oxygens are attached with carbon and each carbon is attached with the 3 methyl group. This is called as a open your reagent. Okay, so it is just exchange method only. Actually, we are not, frankly speaking, we are not preparing a new, we are not preparing a ketone. We are preparing, modifying a new ketone. Okay, so acetone is already there, but acetone is converted to another ketone. That means this is method is used for increasing the number of carbon atoms. If you have acetone by prepared by any other method, it is just transfer method only. So hydrogen used to be here. Now they are just transferred over here. That will become as a H and OH. Okay. So this is undergoing reduction and it is undergoing oxidation. Okay. By using acetone in presence of this reagent, alcohol is oxidized to ketone. That is open your oxidation. Okay, these are the preparation methods of the aldehyde and ketones. Okay, we have studied 3 preparation methods of aldehyde, 3 preparation methods of ketone, and plenty around 9 to 10 preparation methods of both aldehyde and ketones. Okay, so thoroughly revise all preparation method together. For in-depth study, we have studied each and every reaction in detail, but you should be able to recollect them. So best way is you write it as general methods of preparation. What you will write? You will write it as a GMP, general methods of preparation. All methods you write in one page. That is going to be help you out. Okay. So if required, I will provide you notes and how I will do that. That will come to know in my future lectures. Okay. Bye bye.